Yeah, all right, here we go.
So we've got Captain Gale on the top, CaffeineBuz on the bottom.
Got a Grand Melee in hand already. Or wait. Yeah, Grand Melee. I mix up Hammer Ground and Grand Melee all the time.
Is Hammergram in this set as well?
I don't know.
Okay. Who knows?
But I like the word Hammer Grand a lot more than Grand Melee.
Sure,
So
sure.
I thought everything
We've
was Hammer
got
Grand.
CaffeineBuz looking for a mulligan here.
That-
Can't
that's-
quite see what's in
still-
Captain Gale's hands,
There's
but it
like
looks
5 Sanctum creatures or something. 5 Sanctum cards. Keep.
Yeah. Keep, always keep.
Yeah, right. Especially.
We did see last game, Captain Gale just managed to establish that Sanctum board early and was able to pull it out.
Right, I mean, also the Saurian board. It was like the average power among all of his creatures was like 8.
Yeah. A lot of creature power is very powerful in this set, especially during sealed.
Especially because a lot of the removal is 4 tokens, which are small in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like all the board clear kind of stuff, like Adult Swim and Pale and Significance. And the Genetic Blast kind of thing.
All right.
Alright,
There should be removal for,
big stuff.
well,
Like first and last would
specifically
have been really
big tokens, right?
Mhm.
I think it's interesting that there is none, but... Oh, Lady Lorena. So that's the double taunt.
Yep. I feel like they must have 2 in their deck, because I know it showed up
Something
early every single game, but also both players in the last game had it, so maybe I just can't remember.
So looks like in Caffeine's hand we've got a request donations in Sanctum and
That's the one that we forgot about.
yeah. Okay, request donations here. Go ahead and make a token. It captures 2, so just a free token here,
Sweet.
which is a researcher if you remember, and Chow the safeguard. So taunt and deploy, I believe.
So yeah, request donations is basically terms of redress. If we take away the Amber Pip and you get a token instead.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about basically every make a token is now, or gain an amber is now make a token.
Yeah.
All right, back to Captain Gale here. Not too scary of a board to deal with. I don't know what that card is. We saw it last game as well. It's like a big book. Make a token. Oh my god, they're streaming T2.
Okay. I don't know what that one is. Make a token. That's another Revered Monk. A pair of Revered Monks are back. And deal damage to the Researcher. Get rid of it.
And this is what we saw last time. Captain Gale was able to establish a board early and managed to hold the lead the entire time.
Alright, so there's the 5 Sanctum creatures. 5 Sanctum cards we saw in hand from the beginning.
Yeah, go see if you can find that. Looks like a bunch of pages or something.
It's not an artifact.
No, it's an action.
There is an artifact called Himdaduma or something.
Right, I
It
remember
looks
that.
like people around the book.
All right, Caffeine is coming in with an ammonia clouds. Not quite enough damage, but it's a little damage on everybody.
It feels very familiar from our game. Stream.
We're playing the Ironix flag. I don't remember the actual name, but that buffs all the Ironix creatures. Sadly, Researcher is not an Ironix. We've got the token generator card. Not token generator, but create a token from Mars there.
Clone Home.
Clone Home. Sadly, wasn't able to archive. Ooh, a pound here. We'll go ahead and clear those researchers off. And that is free reaps for those berserkers. Remember, berserker doesn't die if it reaps. Make a token. Ooh, lose 2.
The Ragnarok prep even? Yeah.
Yeah, luckily CaffeineBuz does not have any amber, but remember that berserker comes in ready.
It's important. Oh, and that's the Geb right there.
All right, I was gonna say drummer knot, but you're totally right. It looks like a drummer knot.
And
What is
Jaws
that?
Spend.
Yeah, it is. So that's create a token whenever someone dies fighting Jar.
Yeah.
Jar?
Jaw.
I don't know how to pronounce it. And that's a pass. So he's already up to 7 amber, Captain Gale. So we're looking for some sort of board clear from CaffeineBuz here.
They already played their Ammonia Clouds. So I guess they got... Then they lost a Brick Nasty. I guess that was a token. That sucks.
Yeah.
So if they have Holofest, then does that get things out of the discard pile?
Not too sure. I know it's search your deck at least.
Yeah,
for
exactly. Oh, Earthshaker, there.
Earthshaker, a little sad to come in
Yeah.
on this big board of creatures, but
Yeah. Yeah. I
what
guess
is this
that Pelt?
Brobnar around in the middle? That is, yeah.
Or
Yes. No? Almost Pelt.
Volkson? I think Volk looks similar. Volka. Yeah, it's Volka.
Yes.
It's bans on both sides, huh? Did we see any ban? We saw Brick Nasty from Captain Gale last time.
That looks like a Beware the Ides there.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this Captain Gale's deck is just very oppressive and dodges a lot of.
Not sure what's happening here. Saurian on the far left of his flank.
That's the Tricerian that makes a ready token. That makes your token center ready.
Yes. Remember, Berserker's already ready, so not too impactful, but in a different deck might be.
Yeah.
Ooh, and there's a Faust.
Wow, this deck.
Not a lot of captured Amber yet, but still good.
Right. I mean, there was. I know we saw Outflank. Oh.
Failing Strike. That's free removal there. That's definitely more than 7.
Whoa. Oh, I like this building it all up on one. Do you think they have a inspiring oration? Oh, epic poem. There you go.
Epic Poem. Dang.
Wow.
We saw Epic Poem get turned into a creature last game, so
Oh yeah, that's right.
wasn't able to benefit from it, but we are already up to 6 Amber for our second key. CaffeineBuz is still looking for their board clear.
This is the end of the game. I'm sorry, this feels like turn 6 looking at this board or
Right.
something. Like, this is insane how much.
Again, they started with that Sanctum turn,
Right.
right? And
It's not
they were
good.
able to hold that Sanctum turn. They weren't able to clear it.
There's another Ammonia Clouds.
Ammonia Clouds can do a little cleanup here,
Oh,
but
that's a hammer or Grand Melee.
they will still be left with a board of creatures.
Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything, does it?
It'll clear a couple tokens.
All the tokens are Brobnar.
No, I know, but in terms of just getting stuff off the board, because if they call Brobnar right now, that's 6 read for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you
is this
talking about
guy?
Ammonia Clouds or are you talking
Yeah,
about
Ammonia
Grand Melee?
Clouds, sorry.
I think Grand Melee.
Here
There we go. Alright, but neither's gonna go.
Star Alliance, so this is the
No.
outpost,
Yeah,
right?
this is the Sanctum Outpost.
You want to pull it up? I don't know what it's called.
This is Lightbringer Outpost. I only know this because I watched CaffeineBuz a bunch before.
He shows the Grand Melee. Grand Melee won't be
Doing
ahead and doing anything. Is that a Revered Monk and something else? The Glare's and a outflank.
Yeah.
Sure. So keeping him off track, not
Okay.
for long, but
Hey, this time the symmetrical nature didn't actually do anything. Remember last game, Dr. Sheep accidentally got his Amber captured.
right. If you read outflank, it's every Sanctum creature, every flank Sanctum creature captures 2 from its opponent.
Taking a closer look at the Iron Oxy banner, Iron EX banner.
Yeah, we could pull that up too.
Yeah. Head up earlier.
Just because they're looking at it.
Yeah.
Make a token creature. Each friendly Ironix creature gets +1 power, +1 armor. I haven't seen any Ironix creatures, but
Right?
could be there.
I'm kind of disappointed it's not just like Mars creatures, but I guess it's specifically for the rebels.
Right.
Whatever, but
It's fun with the Rebel token.
yeah, that's definitely what I want with it. Brick Nasty. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
that's
thing there's nothing to fight really. Make a token. Enters ready. Yikes.
So this is a fight. Remember Jarl. What's his name? I can't get call him Jarl until
Jarl Sven.
I'm proven wrong. That makes a token. Token comes in ready, and then
There it
it's
is.
a free reap for all of these tokens. Remember, you can reap with enraged creatures if your opponent doesn't have a board.
Is this a roll of 6 time?
Not quite yet. It's almost. We are 5, and I believe there's a token off our screen to the far right, so it's 5 tokens currently.
Yeah, look at that gigantic pile of embers. There's a doorstep creature,
There's a doorstep creature.
and I'm pretty sure CaffeineBuz has one.
I don't
Oh, is
think
that
there is no Mars.
is that a Ranton Rave in their hand?
Yeah, nothing quite in Mars here. What is their third house?
Brobnar? Or who's third house?
CaffeineBuzz's third
Yeah,
house,
it's
also
Brobnar.
Brobnar. So
Yeah.
they may have the Rant and Rave
I
as
think
well.
I saw it in their hand.
Okay.
I could be
So
wrong. Maybe
that's-
I'm just being hopeful.
I know, that's a little... Even if they do the Rant and Rave, it's just next turn also Reap for 6.
Right? Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's,
that's a glorious few.
yeah, right?
Go ahead and gain a million.
Hopefully, Captain Gale doesn't have a way to capture Amber or Exalt, because that, Faust is just gonna offset that, honestly. Right now.
There is only one creature with
One, yeah.
Amber on it just yet.
It's an interesting decision that Captain Gale is gonna have to make if they have more ways to Exalt.
Yeah.
Do they pile up more and just play for a fast game, essentially?
If I'm CaffeineBuz here, I probably don't even... Do you play creatures?
I mean,
Looking down at this Brobnar?
I mean, the Berserkers are gonna reap for one.
I know.
Otherwise, they
But,
can't. It's all the same.
okay. That's Battle Evangelist.
Yeah. The damage BIP. Damage this. Damage
Faust?
Damage Faust. Maybe? Yeah. It's a way to get rid of them. No. I was thinking Berserker Slam would have been sweet there. Oh wow, that's it. Alright. Yeah, how many creatures was that? 1, 2, what, like 10 creatures? Alright, Forge for 6. Second key forged.
And third key is ready for
Yeah.
7 here.
Game check. I feel like there's
Saurian turn coming up.
very unexpected. Or well,
Is that a pale?
maybe? Yeah,
It is. So he's blown up his own guy.
Faust number
For
2.
another
Okay.
Faust,
Yeah,
sure.
and another Exalt, so now keys cost +4. Okay, yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking we needed to capture 2 or 3 or something like that, or just play another Faust. That kind of does the same thing. And then that's one of the philosophers. Socrates, I think.
Okay. So, just being a little bit safer here. I guess they don't know that... Oh, they do know that CaffeineBuz has the Rant and Rave. I still would have gone for the Brobnar turn and tried to get over 12 here. So even if you're cut down by half, you still have the amount to forge.
Right. I mean, I guess Rant and Rave. Oh yeah, Ragnarok Trap doesn't do anything. Berserkers. I like putting. I assume that plus per creature is big enough to survive a Berserker Slam. So
Alright, we'll see what's coming up here.
This looks like a. Alright, yeah, there's a Rant and Rave.
Yeah, it is Rant and Rave. Little punish for not calling Brobnar here and just reaping out. That would have definitely been game unless Caffeine has something else. What is that guy? Is that the Pelf?
That looks like Pelf.
Pelf is after fight, your opponent loses one.
With Skirmish.
With Skirmish. So we've got Amber first. We got Check for CaffeineBuz coming up here for their second key.
It did forge 1 key.
Not too far behind, but looking at this board.
So CaffeineBuz. You say CaffeineBuz is in check?
Yeah, so
But
for
now
6.
it's a Faust.
Oh, you're right, you're
Double
right.
Faust
Yeah.
is dominating that thing. What is this? Chains?
Did someone get chains?
That's a.
Is that the fight?
Yeah,
Make
Feet of Strength.
tokens? Oh, Feet of Strength. So if you take a look at this card, each time an enemy creature is destroyed, make a token creature.
This is counting rule of 6. That's what this is.
Got it. Because each of these berserkers are going to come in ready. And that's important because they can reap after. They can still fight. So with berserker tokens, feats of strength are full board clears pretty much as long as you don't hit rule of 6.
As long as they trade, at least. Like, you can, like, if they run into the thing and don't actually kill it.
Because berserker, if you remember, after fight, destroy this creature.
But you don't get a new token unless you kill it with the thing.
Oh, I see. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Not as cool as I thought. I thought it was if your creature dies.
Yeah.
But got it. Cool.
Yeah, it's like a what's it? War song.
Yes.
Except make a token instead of gain amber.
Got it. Got it.
Except this one also comes with amber.
Yes. So the remainder of their tokens, they just reap there. They got a huge pile of amber, and it is tough for CaffeineBuz again. He is gonna go ahead, and I don't know if he has a second Rant and Rave. That wouldn't even save him.
Right?
He would need the
Like double
Sanctum. Oh, he would need the Sanctum.
Yeah, the Duma. Or no,
Duma.
It's the Vault. It's Vault of the or sorry, it's Martyr of the Vault.
Is this them?
Yeah, that's them.
Martyr of the Vault with the
Oh,
Grand Melee
nice.
down to 5.
Perfect.
Sadly, it won't do any board clearing, but Captain Gale can just go ahead and call Brobnar again and do the same turn pretty much.
There we go. Nice.
Hold them off for another turn. Pass. Back to Captain Gale.
This is why CaffeineBuzz's deck has made it so far. It has just answers,
Right.
but it has all the small board clears.
Also, he has played 2 Grand Melees. So against a different deck, this might have been a different story, right?
Right, a deck that doesn't. I wonder if Captain Gale knew about the Grand Melees. I mean, I guess if you're playing against Sanctum.
No, he probably saw the Grand Melees, right? They looked at each other's lists before this.
Oh, right. I forgot that this
Yeah.
field you're allowed to do that.
And it doesn't look like there are any more answers for CaffeineBuz here.
These are pneumonia clouds.
There's Pneumonia Clouds.
It's done so much work. It will get rid of one of the Fausts, and they can pretend they could forge.
Yeah.
This is tough. Yeah, you really need like serious like gateway kind of. Is there? Yeah, it's just Maelstrom. Maelstrom that is like the literal destroy all creatures card.
Yeah, I mean, Maelstrom and,
Catch and release, kind of.
yeah, the Equidin.
Oh, Equidin? What's Equidin do?
Is there no... There's a destroy all non-token creatures for Equidin.
Oh yeah, that
But
one. Oh, there's
that's,
also mass buyout.
Sure. Right. I was thinking just board clear, but yeah. The destroy all non-token creatures is just gain 2 chain. So it's
Yeah.
like a doorway.
Yeah. Gateway.
Gateway. But a better gateway, but you keep all your tokens. Your opponent keeps their tokens too, but
Yeah.
if you're playing not against
If you're playing Berserker tokens.
well, if you're not playing against a
Against.
woe deck,
Yeah.
it's just a better gateway.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Yeah, I think you just scoop here, go next. It's you trying to save time for your subsequent rounds at this point.
Yeah. But gonna play it out. That's a weaponsmith.
Yeah, so that's the upgrade card for Mars. This is the Vault Mind or
Yeah, Vatminder.
Vatminder.
Yeah.
It's definitely something changed.
Play destroyed, make a token creature.
They need to make their token, but it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
they might just be showing their hand here at the end.
Oh, fun. I like that. That's suspended animation, and then you get to archive a damaged creature, and that one has a damage pip on it.
All right, that's a nice enhance.
Yeah.
Make a token. Yep.
Here it is.
Oh,
That's the
ready
rebel.
and
Yeah.
use. And remember, I'm not sure. These two is the Weaponsmith and Ironix is the question.
Oh. G1.
Remember, he's getting all his Ironixes buffed here. So he's made a ton of amber, but it doesn't look like he can stop Captain Gale.
Alright, so it's a G.
Yeah, that's the end of game 1. Looks like Captain Gale goes ahead and takes the first win.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm here. I almost said welcome back as well.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Excited for the Archon.
Yeah,
tournament,
looks
like-
like game 2 is just about underway.
Yeah.
Do you want to mark 0 for Caffeine?
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
I
if
think
you
I
saved it.
I did not mark 0. I only marked 1.
So CaffeineBuz, I think their only chance here is to get ahead early.
Yeah, right.
Every time Captain Gale has pulled ahead, they've just managed to make that board.
Well, hopefully, well, Captain Gale did start with a 5-card Sanctum turn.
Yes.
So if they get a more reasonable, well, unfortunate 2/2/2 hand, then maybe CaffeineBuz won't just fall behind right away.
You know, I believe the other semifinals game is over already.
Oh yeah?
Impossible combinations.
Or am I?
Oh yeah, it is over. SC Steely won.
Yeah.
Undefeated
So
X-Ray Creator. So
we, after this game, maybe after this match, we'll go on to finals of Archon Sealed.
yeah. That's exciting. So no matter who wins this, I'm gonna be happy for whoever wins the whole tournament because people I know actually know and talked to and interacted with, kind of. I don't know.
A very, very unbiased stream.
Yeah, definitely.
It hasn't quite.
Here we go. All right, so CaffeineBuz going first. Opted to go first this time. Makes sense. Want to get something on board right away. I see a Brick Nasty, Rant and Rive, Shales.
I think I throw this back here. I don't know what he's hoping for, but all right, looks like we're keeping.
Like maybe, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I like Shale. The idea of Shale and Brick Nasty sounds good,
All right,
but it's not enough. Is the problem?
All right, Child of Safeguards coming out.
Yeah. Oh,
Beware the Ides.
okay, yeah.
Paraguardian. Faust coming in.
3 cards. All right, yeah, okay.
All right, no Exalt here.
Yeah, no need
All right,
yet.
back to Caffeine.
Yeah, I guess throwing back the.
I wonder if he's.
I think the only.
I wonder if you play Mars here just to play 3
Oh, that's
cards.
Hellfest.
Oh,
That's the keep.
There we go. Okay, CaffeineBuz is getting a little bit of a board here this turn. He's able to play out the entire band. Keep in mind, this is only 4 Bracken cards, so only 4 members of the band, and I believe he's got.
And they all have to be different names, so you can't get like if you have 2 Brick Nasties, you can't get 2 of them. So it has to take 3 chains for this because the Brick Nasty was in their hand to begin with.
So search your deck and discard pile. So we were curious about this before. If
Yeah.
it was deck and discard, it does look like it is.
Special commentators were I. Special commentators were I. More to this, everybody. That's right. More to this.
Oh, why didn't I give you an intro like that?
Game's about to start.
Get distracted by TTR. I'm too used to listening to them. My
Yeah,
brain's been
exactly,
trained.
exactly. All right, he got chains. He got 3 chains because he pulled up 3 of the band members.
All right, so we have the full band's here. Great.
Band is coming out.
It's a little unfortunate to play this before getting to play your ammonia clouds, but I guess CaffeineBuz here needs to find both ammonia clouds for it to really be effective.
Yeah, he might be thinking that his single ammonia clouds isn't going to cut it. He
Yeah.
might have to hold off and wait till he gets double ammonia clouds.
Yeah, at least it'll kill all the Berserker tokens when they show up. Well, I guess Captain Gale hasn't seen the full band. It looked like they were checking out a tune.
Yeah, so the chat.
Down to 2 chains, drawing up to 5.
All right, let's go. All right, the band's here. Is it going to be a killer song, killer set here? Probably not.
Paraguardian's going ahead and getting rid of the main guy, Hamalatoon. He's the one that makes them pop back to your hand.
Yeah, like Drummer Not. That's why it's the drummer. So yeah. Faust goes in for Brick Nasty. Not sure why Brick Nasty only took 2. Or maybe that's, I don't know.
Ooh, pale and
Yeah.
insignificant. So that's all of the 5 power creatures.
Oh, right.
Will
the
be gone.
Smallest creatures. Wow, nice. Okay, that's why the Faust ran in, especially, so that,
Right.
That's
Oops,
good.
another Faust. Didn't
Oh.
need it. Didn't need the first one.
right?
Honestly, as bad as this looks for CaffeineBuz, this is much better than Game 1. This is more of a winnable position than Game 1
At this point.
at this point in time.
Yeah. Their hand also kind of does nothing right now. They took 3
Yeah.
chains and lost it all for 0 chains.
Correct.
Uh,
You play out the Mars here, hope to draw something useful.
Exactly. They got rid of a big creature so now you can actually fight and trade reasonably. Trading 1 for 1's fine, right?
Who is this? Is this the Weaponsmith?
Yeah, it's Weaponsmith. Is that just
I thought he had a third Mars. Did he not have a third Mars? Maybe he only had a hand of 2.
maybe? Gotta get
Alright,
rid of the
back to
Paraguardian
Captain
before
Gale.
the words come out and starts exalting for the epic poem. And,
What is that?
it exalted it and made an amber.
And Ides. Get rid of the Weaponsmith.
Yeah.
Got a mystery story in action there. Under Beware the Ides. Maybe that was Epic Poem and just couldn't tell because of the glare.
Oh yeah, maybe. Hold up.
So Epic Poem is... Does it exalt first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was Epic Poem. So exalt a friendly creature, gain 1 for each amber. So going up to 5 amber here. Back to CaffeineBuz.
Yeah, that's a real unfortunate 2/2/1.
Yeah.
They did hold on to a Mars card, unless they drew.
What is that
No,
Mars card?
that's Compod.
Interesting. Okay.
There's no way they hold on to Compod. There's no
Yeah.
reason to. So they probably must have just drawn it.
I believe that's Rant and Rave, so probably holding on to into Brobnar as well. I guess
Yeah.
it's a Sanctum turn here.
There. Yeah.
Outpost is coming in.
Outpost is good. It's capture 3. And it's really good with the doom. Oh,
Okay. And a taxing journey, sure.
for 1. Yeah. But yeah, I like the outpost in this deck, right? Because the
Oh, it's a taxing journey with a draw.
ooh, nice.
Something.
Oh, Hadros Wall.
A drops wall.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. So that really actually would have probably helped out a lot against all the big stuff.
You know, it's funny. Hadrots wall would have helped some of that band.
Yeah, exactly. Just like it's turned too late.
Pale and Insignificance wouldn't have got so much value.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, because the 5-power things would have been 7 on the side.
Right,
So even if they killed off the things in the middle, the Paraguardian still would have been the smallest.
Back to Captain Gale here. Oh, and there's the big Sanctum turn. We've got Baldric the Bold. We've
And
got Colonel
Colonel-
Mariana.
Yeah. Capture 2.
Capture for each friendly night creature.
Yikes. Yep.
What is that? That is a muster, I believe.
That's the request donations.
Oh, never mind. Request donations.
I think it's request donations or the food one. Yeah, it's not request donations because it didn't capture. So
Donations something. It's request donations and donations granted.
membership drive. Is
Membership drive. Sorry. Yeah, there you go.
that it?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
did.
That one's also a fun payoff card. This
Yes.
is something you want with your deck.
My deck doesn't need it.
Yeah, that's,
Make 13 creatures is okay.
yeah. This is the inverse of Glorious Few.
True.
All right.
Although, keep in mind that Captain Gale might be playing around Glorious Few here. That's the only way it was so close last game.
Could be considered close.
Yeah.
Think so.
He did end up with 2 keys. Oh no, it was just 1 key, but
Phone home fails this
Phone
time.
Home, yeah, it does not archive because
You need more
Captain Gale,
creatures.
yeah, Captain Gale has more creatures than CaffeineBuz here.
Is the bad, the hunch pass.
And that's it. It was a pass with just the Compod and the Clone Home.
These chains are really hurting. They cannot.
No, he's been unchained. Or, oh, maybe he lost him last turn.
Yeah, I think that was
So
the
this
last
might
one.
be his first 6.
You need the one that.
That is first Keyforge for Captain Gale.
Congrats. One step closer to ending the round early. Can take a break. Actually, no, we can just probably jump into the next game because Essie Steely already won. I wonder if Essie Steely's off to the side watching right now. No. She's just enjoying her break. Pound.
Oh. Pound is always there.
Yeah, right? What a pounding. Beating. There we go.
Looks like the Ironix flag was the token creature.
That's unfortunate. Needed any power and armor they can make. The band is here,
This time it is Captain Gale's turn to play with the band.
right? That one's Revna?
Or is it ERL? It's 7 power. No, you're right. It's Revna. You want to pull up a Revna?
Yeah.
So this is the special card that is paired with the Berserker tokens. Berserkers read, after fight, destroy Berserker. So this is a way to keep your Berserkers around.
Yep. Think they're still playing around Glorious Few?
Not anymore. I think they're just going for it.
All Berserker all the time with Brick Nasty even. Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't any actual board clears that we saw, right? We were talking about it. We didn't see
For
it.
caffeine side?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like their only options were double ammonia clouds, and one has been played already.
In the Grand Melees.
And the Grand Melees, but looks like Captain Gale's playing around those pretty well.
Really just needs to find a way to get sneak a Kaboom into their deck.
I think that's a Mars first? No.
I don't think Mark Purvis is in this.
Okay. It looks very similar.
Yeah,
Outflank. Remember, it's going to capture onto his creatures. They're talking about it.
It's like, oh no. But, like, I don't think CaffeineBuz isn't thinking
Yeah.
about forging a key anytime soon.
Outflank reads each Sanctum flank creature captures 2 from its opponents. Wow, I actually got the wording right. I was just
You know the rule.
riffing it off the top of my head.
You're versatile enough in the rules of Keyforge, you can puzzle up.
Say it correctly, yeah. All right, if I'm Captain Gale here, I don't care what's in my hand. I call Brognar.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Don't know if that's the correct play, but that's what I would
It's
do.
hard to fight. It's a little hard to fight because of the Hadroth wall.
Oh, true. Now, let's see if he remembers the Hadroth's wall. He is up to 6 power. Ooh,
Yeah,
coming
he
in.
remembers it.
Yeah.
It's the only way I'm saying in this game is this card by itself is going to keep me around.
He does have the band member that readies when it dies, though.
Yeah.
So he could have reaped a ton and then suicided the keyboarder, Ged, and then readied everything. Doesn't look like he opted to do that. He doesn't want to gain too much amber, I don't think. Again, playing around the rant and raves.
Oh, that's fair. And the Martyr of the Vault
And the Martyr of the Vault, yeah.
goes to exactly 6.
Doesn't want to go to 7. Is there anything he's
Uh,
worried about for 7?
It's the Martyr of the Vault. So
Got
there's
it.
that.
So,
It's like
yeah.
Gatekeeper-ish.
He's playing around both. So can't go to 7, can't go to 8.
Yeah. And
Oh,
oh, maybe not.
all right.
And the best way to find stuff in the deck is this the Lightbringer Vault there. The outpost there.
Yeah,
They always
both
capture
Lightbringer
3
Vault.
if they have 2
Ooh,
creatures.
and Ragnarok Prep. That's just a free token here, honestly.
Oh yeah, right.
It does not make him lose any amber, but get a token for the deal.
Yep.
These sound like just
Is he opting not to make? Oh, there it goes.
Ready? Are they ending their turn? They still have.
Might
Wow.
Club.
You know what? They use like 5 cards, and I was like, yeah, this turn feels over. And it's like, actually, I still have all my cards to
I
play.
know.
you feel like this. You feel like
Jarl.
Is that Jarl?
Yeah, Jarl, Sven.
It's like JAVL, isn't it?
Yeah.
Javel. Jarl.
Oh, you know what? The search feature actually works.
That's
as
right there. It's right there.
Oh,
Oh, it is Jarl.
Jarl. Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay,
Carl,
okay.
except with a J.
Is Jarl not a title?
I'm pretty sure it's a name,
Okay.
but Sven is definitely a name. I could be wrong.
do not.
Again, big Brobnar board. This is the first time we've seen the band out from Captain Gale. Last time it was a bunch of Sanctum creatures. This time it's the band.
This is just.
It's very brutal.
This deck is just no creatures under 5 power, except for the one there in the middle.
Yeah, CaffeineBuz did have the answers for amber control, but it doesn't look like it has too much creature control.
Right? They used to. They probably got here because everyone's playing low power creatures and
Yeah.
like stuff like or low power tokens, and should at least make some
The low power tokens.
are not cutting it here.
Yeah.
Or
Well, CaffeineBuz did make it this far with researchers, so maybe we're a little wrong. This is the food guy who doesn't let your creatures get exhausted on your opponent's turn. Nice little unfathomable tech. Don't know his name, but...
Carl.
And then he played the new Terms of Redress, make a token, and that token captures 2. I played against this Sanctum Knight in my Alliance Sealed. I actually had Unfathomable, and it did help. Did help them.
Pretty sure that's Martyr of the Vault.
Is it Martyr of the Vault? Never mind. Preemptively playing that Martyr of the Vault. Yeah, it does look like it.
The other one has fun.
Interesting. So he's opting to outpost the... Oh, it's a put on the bottom of the deck. It is not a destroy that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Capture 3. Yeah, this is why I like this deck a lot. Right. There's no safe spot to be.
The problem here is if he destroys Martyr of the
Oh,
Vault
yeah.
right now, the destroyed effect's going to happen before he gets the amber.
True.
A little bit of timing rules there. Not sure if CaffeineBuz knew that or that was his only option.
I think it's really their only option.
Yeah,
at
it
this
might
point.
be.
It means that they have to kill this creature first before reaping for a whole bunch, but that's not too difficult.
Right, you've got your tokens are still 5 power, and Revna's out so the tokens won't die.
Right. There's still the Hadros wall to keep the.
Ooh, you're right. Never mind. Forgot Hydrot's wall. Let's see if that happens, because I forgot.
Yeah. Well, they made the mistake last time. and
Yeah, I
think-
saw the 4 power. I'm like, ooh, easy clear.
Yeah.
But it is not quite easy this time.
CaffeineBuz let them walk that back. Nice of them. Check with my tokens. Do I want any of these back? Which ones am I willing to?
Trading both in it, maybe.
Yeah.
He does not remember the Hadrot's wall.
They actually, it looks like Gale remembered it and Caffeine forgot.
Yeah. Taking 5.
Yep.
I believe his damage tokens have numbers. We just can't see it from this angle.
Okay, that makes sense. It's going reap. Oh, is it going for the get play that you were talking about?
I don't know. Yes, he was getting as much amber as he could. What in the world happened here? Wait, the 3 did go back to him. Okay, so he played around it correctly. He gained as much amber as he could,
Then
and then got to 6 amber,
Yeah.
destroyed the Martyr of the Vault, which got back the captured amber, and because he was under 7 during the destruction, the Martyr of the Vault did not happen here. A little bit of a timing rules shenanigans here.
just a little valid blood for some extra amber.
Yeah.
Just looking
This
for-
does read enemy creature, so he's not
Yeah.
too worried.
exactly
Read for 5 and call it
all day.
a day.
Just you don't even really care about the rant and rive at this point.
I'll read for 6. You got the mic club.
Yeah, I guess that's. Can't you just wouldn't you want to ready and reap with the berserker token that's already enraged?
True.
It's not thinking about it. You're ahead so far. Might as well have fun.
Oh, sorry. The Ged actually enrages. If you pull up Ged,
Oh,
it
yeah.
so he was already enraged to
Okay.
whatever creature he
Gotcha.
is using.
That
The
makes sense.
Ged, when it's destroyed, ready and enrages every Brobnar creature, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's not just the band. I believe it's every Brobnar
Yeah, every
creature.
friendly
Very
creature,
cool.
yeah. Nice. Pound.
Pound,
Yeah,
a little bit of cleanup, not enough, but he'll take one out.
Dave missed it. Plonkin missed it. The judge missed it. So
That's the that's Star Revna. Earthshaker.
Earthshaker for no value.
Gotta put something on the board that can't be fought off easily. Make those costs actually make the fights actually cost something.
Yeah. Captain Gale might not have a power 3 or lower creature in his deck. We haven't seen one.
I don't think it does.
Plonkin's deck's powerful. You don't get too
Pelf and
Nah, that's not Pelf, that's the other one. That's Volca.
and the Rant and Rave. Rant and Rave is right.
Rant and Rye. Very good, very good. So he loses half amber.
I think that's
Who are you looking for?
the Grand Board. Broad?
No, it's the Grand something.
Yeah, this one right here.
Ah.
I think that's this creature on the far right.
Board for 6.
Alright. It's key 2.
Second key.
Alright. Not make the same mistake as last game where they forged the red key second.
Yeah, he noticed.
Just in case they sneak in a red baron there.
Yeah, playing around the Red Baron. Playing around the anomaly
Uh,
that we're not even sure is in Winds of Exchange.
Yeah, I like the sportsmanship.
I wonder if you were designing Keyforge, do you have sets of anomalies? Or just expand the anomaly pool? But
I don't know. I think
Alright.
we need a little more. Oh.
might make a token. Oh, but it wasn't. Yeah, Hadrian's
Yeah,
Wall was not helping
everyone
out.
forgot about Hadrian's Wall.
No, the Hadrian's Wall didn't help there because
Right. But I believe he was
trying to do
deciding,
something.
yeah.
Brick
The
Nasty
Grand Board
being-
is 7 power, and Earthshaker's 9 here.
just fighting.
Gonna trade in for the Grand Gourd.
Not quite. Pay Dress Fall.
right? Maybe trade in the second token?
Probably. Why not? I mean, you make 1 amber every time you fight.
Yeah.
And I guess you have to fight with these things anyways.
Yep. Up to 6 amber for final key. Excuse me.
Still the outpost.
Still has outpost, yeah, to stall for a little bit of time.
Ready to raise this. Finish it off. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
this. Getting creatures off the board means outpost is going to be a lot harder to use. Alright, so now CaffeineBuz is going to need 2 creatures to outpost here. Is outpost even enough anymore? No, it's not.
9 amber.
Yikes. Range and Arrive is gone. Martyr of the Vault's gone.
His outflanks are gonna capture his own amber at this point.
I mean, you're willing to let that happen to
I know.
get extra turns.
Just, I think once the
Did he have a second outflank? Oh yeah, there's one in the hand right there, I think.
Looks like 3 Mars. I don't think his Mars has any way to stop amber.
Yeah, right.
What are the amber controls option to Mars? Tall Mind?
Tall Mind, I think. There's also Mars needs Amber, which would have been really effective against this kind of game plan.
He's got the ammonia clubs, but yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know Caffeine's
Haven't seen it.
Mars.
I don't remember
here.
seeing it yesterday.
A little bit of shame. Caffeine isn't using his tokens. We haven't seen an archive all game. I know the tokens haven't stuck around, but
Yeah.
all right, that's an ammonia close.
okay, so we saw this card.
Yikes.
Oh, he's got double grand melee. Did you see?
Oh,
Clogging his hand there.
yeah. Those Grand Melees were really bad for him.
This is
this round.
2 damage. Can't do anything. Can't
Right.
stop the amber.
Oh yeah, Moon
That's it.
Clouds plus the Genetic Blast there would have been good enough for against the Berserkers.
You're right.
That's
you're
probably
right.
what they were hoping for a little bit.
Well, this game it wasn't a huge bunch of tokens.
Yeah.
He just managed to. He managed to play a fair game of Keyforge, and it still was 3-0.
Fair.
Captain Gale is
As fair as Brick Nasty lets you be, and the rest of the band.
Yeah.
God, Brick Nasty is a beating, that's for sure.